What's up, my hunting brothers and sisters? Have you ever wanted to get into digiscoping, but you got to buy some special case for your phone that then you buy a new phone and now you got to buy another case for it for digiscoping, and it all seems like overwhelming in a way and expensive? Well, there's a new product here from Hawke Sport Optics. It is their smartphone adapter. We're going to take a look at it today, so stay tuned. All right, so right off the bat, I have no affiliation with Hawke Sport Optics whatsoever. I've met a few of their guys the last couple of years at different shows I've been at, and that's all I know is just I know some of the guys. 10, 12 years ago, there was an affiliation where they paid me to shoot a bunch of photographs, but management has changed and all that, so I have no affiliation with them anymore whatsoever. A little bit on Hawke, they are based out of the UK. Their headquarters in the United States are in Fort Wayne, Indiana, which is about 35 miles or so south of me. So it's kind of a local USA, I mean, not a local company, but their USA headquarters are to me. So I was at a show recently and I was shooting photos for the organizers of the show and video, and Hawke had a booth there, and the guys were showing me their smartphone adapter. And I was like, that's kind of cool. I don't know where it really fits in my world. I hunt deer in Indiana and other Midwest states, but I've been on hunts where people have used digiscopes as far as using their phone adapted to a spotting scope or binoculars or what have you, and I've watched so many times if you've got an iPhone, or for example this is a Samsung or a Google Pixel 9a, or I used to have a Samsung, whenever you change phones they got to get a new specific case. They get in the field, they got to pop their case off, they got to put some stupid other case on, and it just looks so cumbersome, and then they slap it up to their binoculars or spotting scope or whatever. And what Hawke did here was they came out with this smartphone adapter. And a couple cool things about this. One is the price point. This, according to their website, sells for $34. I was at a show, they had a show deal, I got mine for $25 cash, okay? But 34 bucks, I mean, so not expensive at all. And in it, you get some adapters for if you've got, as the direction says, some really small eyepieces, or if you got a phone that's got an extended lens or what have you. But they give you some little adapter things to make basically every type of optics or phone work, okay? So 34 bucks and you're gonna get this stuff plus your actual digiscope mounting device. So this is universal. It's pretty much, as far as I can tell, universal to any smartphone, okay? And you basically have a clamping mechanism here on the back, okay, that's going to clamp onto your phone, and then you've got a hole here that you're going to line up with your phone as far as the camera goes, and then on the other side you squeeze this and it clamps onto the eyepiece of your optics, whether that's a spotting scope or binoculars or whatever. So it's kind of weird from the front end. You're like, well, it kind of looks like the phone ought to go into this side because it's shaped like a phone. No, it goes in the back side right here. And I'm going to show you real quick how this mounts up so simply on a phone. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn on your camera app on the phone. Okay, so I have my camera on here. I'm going to try and keep this in focus. The sun is terrible. Let's light it from this way. Maybe you can see it better. Yeah, there we go. Let's try this. Okay, so as you can see, we got the backside here where the phone goes in and clamps, okay? So we're going to basically take our phone and we're going to get it in this back clamp area here, okay? So it's in this back clamp area, and you can, I think you can see right in here, you can just see my lens. So what we're going to do is we're going to center that left to right, and then the whole thing slides up and down your phone until you get it to where the lens is centered in there, okay? And then basically you're going to see I have like no obstructions. You can see through the camera on this. Now I'm zoomed in. If we zoom out, you can see the oval from the ring, okay? So once you get that, then you can tighten down that tightens this down this way. You could still slide your phone up and down here, but you got these rubber pads and for friction, and it really clamps on. So now your phone is locked on. Now I'm gonna spin this around and reset this up, and I'm gonna show you how it would then clamp onto the binoculars, all right? Okay, so you're gonna mount your spotting scope or your binoculars to a tripod. This is just a pair of 10 power, actually happened to be Hawke from, these I've had for 15 years from back when I used to shoot photos for them. And you can buy yourself any type of adapter. All binoculars, to my knowledge, you can thread into the front of them, put it on a tripod, okay? And so in the case of binoculars, because I don't have a good spotting scope, okay, you're gonna screw the eye cups in on them, okay? And then you're gonna pick out one lens, and it really doesn't matter which one that you're gonna go with, okay? And you can do this vertical or horizontal. I'm a horizontal video guy, it's just how I am. And you're gonna basically squeeze, try not to get in the way of the camera, and you're gonna put this on the eye cup. And I'm actually recording, I hit the record button by mistake. And now you're gonna zoom in. And you can see now, I can see that tree line, which is probably 200 yards out in front of me in good detail. So if I had a deer or something out there, you know, that would be very clear. So obviously you can adjust your focus on your binoculars or your spotting scope, whatever you want. You can zoom in and out on this, so you can zoom way in like there's on this. That's like 5 times digital zoom on my phone on this. Obviously you're gonna have a lot of, so we can go over to that tree line there. And if we had a deer or something like that, you can touch the focus. You can use all of your features on your phone. You can record, shoot photos, whatever you want to do on that. So point being, for $34, you now have something that's universal that you don't have to go and buy because you bought a new iPhone whatever generation, or a new Samsung whatever generation, or switched platforms from, like when I went from Samsung to Google Pixel, and have to buy a whole new Digi-Scope for your phone. So this thing's pretty cool. I plan on getting a spotting scope. I want to do some more scouting in the off season, glassing bean fields. I got some other hunt plans in my future, and I wanted something like this. And for the 34 bucks, again, I paid 25 at a show special. I don't think you can go wrong here. So that's basically it. So check them out. It's Hawke, Hawke optics.com. Go check them out. It's under their, I believe, their birding section, or you can find it under like accessories for spotting scopes and all that. And for 34 bucks, get one. I don't think you can go wrong at all. So that's all I got. I just wanted to show you guys this product. Again, I paid for it with my own money. The guys at Hawke didn't ask me to do this. I just thought it was a cool product I wanted to share. So as always, God bless, stay safe, enjoy your hunting seasons this fall, and it's a new day in the outdoors.